Hello everyone, in this tutorial we will take a look at Google's Bard. So Bard is essentially similar to ChatGPT. It allows us to use generative AI to do a lot of research or create our own prompts, and the AI will give us some results that we need. So without further ado, let's go ahead and explore Google's Bard. Let's head on over to Bard. And this is what we will see as our environment. So we have our chat box right here at the start. We have our prompt right here. And then we have, a message already from Bard. So I'm Bard, your creative and helpful collaborator. I have limitations and won't always get it right, but your feedback will help me improve. So if we take a look on the left-hand side, it says that this is still in experimental version. So depending on your location and region, you have some limitations in terms of what you can use Bard for. Now let's go ahead and create a prompt. So if we're not sure where to start, it does give us some examples right here. So let's go ahead and check this out. Brainstorm a list of team bonding activities for a summer work retreat. So that's what I would like to prompt. So I'll click this. So as you can see, Bard would think first before giving out a result. Unlike in ChatGPT, it would start listing things out sequentially. Whereas here, Bard would answer everything in one go. One of the latest updates as well that we have from Bard is that it has the ability to take in images. We know that images are more engaging than words. So as we can see here, we can quickly scan through the list of bonding activities by visualizing them and taking images from different sites. We have some backlinks of where these images came from, and they are actually clickable so that we know where Google Bard has taken that image from. Now let's say that I'm interested in a scavenger hunt. Let's go ahead and experiment with Bard. I'm interested in a scavenger hunt. Can you give me a list of small items, small house items that I can use for everyone to search for at different difficulties? And let's wait for Bard to answer, and here they are. So as you can see, it's giving me a list of some easy to find items, and then all the way up to hard as well. Now, as you can see here with Google Bard, it is still experimental. So again, at the bottom it says, it may display inaccurate or offensive information that doesn't represent Google's views. So we can go ahead and improve that by always giving it some feedback right here. So we can either give it a good response, a bad response. If we want to take the response itself, we can export it, or if we want to continue with searching, we can Google it as well. Now let's scroll back up and let me show you all the other responses that Google's Bard has done as well. So it's not too intrusive. It already has 3 different drafts right here. So if we take a look at them individually, you can see. Let's click regenerate again. So it'll give me another set of answers. And here we are, right here. Now, if we want to adjust our prompt, we can do so by clicking on this edit text icon. And let's say, can you give me a list of small gadget items that I can use? Okay. So we can go ahead and update that, or we can cancel it. And here we are. So here is our result. We have easy, medium, hard, and there's some unique ones as well. or creative or unique scavenger hunt items. A moon. That's pretty interesting. Now it's given us some more additional tips for planning a scavenger hunt. So this is quite nice and useful. So I'm going to give this a good response and just say, look, I like what I saw. So I'll give it a thumbs up. Now, if we want to create a new conversation, we can go ahead and reset the chat right here. So it'll give you a prompt. Do you want to reset this? Yes, let's reset this. And there you go. So we're here at the start again. So again, it will always remind you of this, that it is still in experimental phase. So what else can we do with Google Bard? We can actually use it for helping us to code. So say for example, I want to write a Java code that lets me print hello world to the console. So let's hit enter. So as you can see here, it will tell you, look, yes, I can teach you how. Here it is. Here's your class. Then you would have to compile it using this, and then you'd have to run this. So it goes into everything step by step. So what other languages can Google's Bard use? It can do up to 20 different programming languages. So some include C++, Go, Java, JavaScript, Python. So let's say I want to write a function that tells me if an input number is odd or even in Python. So here it is. Here is the function. Here is the comments, and here is the code itself. So we have a function is odd, and then we go all the way down. Now we have this as well, where it uses another software called Google Colab to be able to actually export and test this code. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to click export response, and then we can choose either to a docs, draft in a Gmail, or export to Colab. So I'm going to go ahead and export this to Colab. Now let's open Colab. And here it has imported the code in a cell. And if you take a look at here, the title is actually our prompt. Now if I run this would load this function. Now let's go ahead and try this function out. So I'm going to create a new cell, and I'm going to try and use that function. So is odd, say 10, is that an odd number or not? So we get false because 10 is even. So let's try 137. Let's run this, and our answer is true. As you can see, from our prompt in Bard, we managed to create the function itself, and we're even able to test it in Google Colab. So again, I'm going to give it a thumbs up saying that it does work. And let's reset this once again. Bard is also able to speak different languages. I think it's limited to 3 at the moment. So it's US English, Japanese, and Korean. So let's go ahead and try this out. I want to say hello in Korean. Can you tell me this? And as you can see, so the most common way is this one, 안녕하세요. This is the polite way, and then it tells you, all of this. So let's say I want to copy this out. Can you translate this in English? And sure, so it means hello. Now let's try out in Japanese. What is goodbye in Japanese? Of course, we have all of this as well. Now, depending on the experimental version and the updates, Google's Bard may be able to speak other languages as well. So go ahead and try it out. And finally, there is this section right here Bard activity that lets us see all of the prompts that we have done or we have given to Bard itself. We can actually delete some of these as well if we would like. So all we need to do is select one and then click this X icon right here and then delete. Or if you would like to delete everything, just like Google History, we can do so right here. There are some more additional things for FAQ if you require more information about them, or you can take a look at the updates as well. So as you can see here, the latest update was on May 23, and the very earliest update was on April 10. So this is still relatively new, and it will continue on to improve the more that we use it. So there you go. So go ahead and explore Google's Bard, and depending on your location and region, Bard will have some limitations on what it can do. Bard is available for those who are over 18 and has a personal Gmail account. So go ahead and explore this AI tool. Don't forget to hit that like, share, and subscribe, and we will see you next time.